So information right now is cheap. It doesn't take much to get. We can get it at any time, almost anywhere. And in fact, I think we were probably going through an overload of information. The idea is, how do we then distill down all this information and make something of it? I think in many ways we're becoming a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of information. So we're blotting it out. We're not paying attention to each other. Our listening skills are going down and so forth. So then I believe then we start going into another era. So I want to ask you, who was in the room, how many of you actually have one of these? The iPhone. You have iPhones? All right. So look at the back of your iPhone. If you have really good vision, like I used to have, you will see that the iPhone actually has 6 words on it. And those 6 words, I think, are actually very much indicative of the kind of era that we are entering into right now. And those 6 words on the back of that iPhone are designed in California, assembled in China. Designed in California, assembled in China. Now, of course, a lot is being assembled in the United States, but I believe it's a trend that we're going into right now, which is around being able to get our ideas and innovations moving here in the United States, and then we're going to ship it elsewhere for production. So I do believe right now what we're entering into is an era of innovation. We're not entering into an era anymore of information. We're now into an innovation era. And if that's the case, then some of the principles and practices that we are still using with Taylor that were developed over 100 years ago probably are not going to be useful for us anymore. And quite frankly, I think one of the reasons why we have some of the strain and struggle that we have right now with our economies and some of the situations that we're dealing with right now is because we're trying to use an outdated mode of business and leadership that is no longer effective.